welcome to Emerald Lake. It's me, Raven. Hi, everybody. Hope it's all going well tonight. But I see it's also very violent in chat. Okay. um, well, I'm just gonna start reading and hopefully everybody calms down. I hope. I'm looking at you. Okay. Alright. Yep, they're still fighting, of course. And they're fighting about a fight that they already had in the last stream, and they're still fighting. So it's a bit of a concern right now. I will say, friends, English, please. I thought I need to maybe fix things up. But yes, English, please. You can have other languages as long as there is a translation in the same message or directly after. I want everybody in on it. I want my mods able to mod. So please include English. It's okay to do the other languages. That is great. But you have to also has English. You're saying, how are you? And they say, good. Great. Include it the first time. That's all. Okay. We're gonna do some WP Kinsellas. I decided that's the story time we're doing for this couple of days. Also, Raven, did you fall in love with bird dance? I recognized that the bird was doing a dance to try and get the loves. That does not mean I fell in love with the bird. You're not getting Sir Barrington the Third. What? What's going on with Sir Barrington? What is it, bro? 88% love between Frigid and the Honk? You wouldn't have thought with how they're fighting, but okay. Honk keeps trying to take my polar bear. Yeah, I'm aware. Be a thief. Keeps trying to take my frog. Especially Kiru over here. Miss Rude. Yellow and blue? No, I got stick. What does that mean? Your cryptic messages confuse me. Oh, Honk. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a 1%. At least I don't remember it. So that is just ow. He thankfully doesn't know about my fox or wolf. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said nothing. Hi, Slutty Waffle, welcome in. Well, that's a better roll. There you go. Okay. We're reading stories. That's what we're doing. Do we want to get to the part where we hear about Frank Fent's post or not? Come on, guys. Let's focus up. 84% Riz for Cage. Nice. Oh, that's the animal and bird ones. The like nighttime, daytime. That one. And Steve. Oh wait, that's not Steve. That's Frank or Adam or something like. I don't know. I remember those dumb little ones. I don't know if that's the same ones. Okay, I got focus. The wolf's name is Rostam. Fox's name is Rue. Aww. Meanwhile, the bear is Barrington. Fairly different vibes on those guys. Well, okay. I am going to read the next stories of Scars from W.P. Kinsella. Yes, he is a very important bear. But the fox is not important? The wolf is not important? They are not sirs? I'm disappointed. You don't need a permit for friends. Friends. No, you don't. I don't understand what's happening. The honk is chaos. Confused. Remind chat again who was first, Raven. Do I have to? It was you. You got first. this time. Okay. Manitou. Our first story is Manitou Motors. My brain not sending the right sounds. Hence why he's called Serpent, was given this title by Queen of the North. What makes the other two less important? I was just saying that they seem different. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's just why? Why are they separate and different? Hi, Ignis, root beer, and bunches of Pringles. Okay. Yes. Oh, I had typed out the thing. I'll have a frog, bear, and moose. Where are you getting the moose? Why are you stealing all these things? Why are you stealing animals? You're an animal yourself, and you didn't steal nothing from the zoo. I mean, come on. I hate that drug. Okay, I'm reading. Okay, I'm done with your shit. You chaotic little chat, confusing. Rue is currently traveling with his human witch companion, and Rostam just joined at my bar. He's a big black wolf, but very oh. Well, alright, if you say so. Okay, Manitou Motors. It's the first story of the stream. We're gonna do probably about 3. That's typical. Vi let me borrow a rat, but the rat is now mine. I need to talk to Vi about how gullibility with Lahonk, I guess. Oh, wow. 11 follows away. Nice. Yes. We're very close to 1K. More new people in the chat. Remind everyone who was frigid. No. I'm not going to just keep telling you. Oh my gosh. You get first, you get that, and it's done. I'm not going to keep checking in about it. It is what it is. Move on. Oh no, yawns. How dare. I'm offended at myself. Take what to court? With Millennium? No, we've already told. It's the end. We already did it. Lahonk needs to stop. Lahonk doesn't stop. Lahonk is a criminal. That's all we have. Hi, Divide. Doing okay. Turt! Another resub. My goodness, that's all party time. It's time for the money frog. If you have 7TV or a subscription, you best be dropping your money frogs. Why is my thing not loading? I don't like this. My stuff's being very weird. Why are you not loading? Okay, I'm immediately annoyed. I'm not getting it to move. We're reloading the whole thing. The whole thing reloaded. Because it's being a meanie. There we go. There's some more response. There. I'm like, am I still unable to freaking... This is how slow that was. Cage, you made me worry. Legit, I was like, no, I did. I meant to. Oh no, I did. Oh, it's because we were in the middle of chaos. Raven did a very bad. Raven didn't thank Cage enough. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cage. It's true, I should have done more. It was a chaotic stream. My hands were busy with origami. They were talking about chaotic things. I didn't know what was happening. And then, yeah, it's you. Nothing happened to the origami. It's just that my hands were busy with them. And I didn't thank Cage enough when you were resubbed. You say don't worry, and that makes me feel a bit better, but I'm still sad. I should have done more. We had court. We can't. No. It wasn't a proper court. Everything was chaotic. But it was just, my goodness. You guys are a mess. Okay. Yeah, I need to focus. um, Thank you for the sub again, Turt. Can I read? Please. You guys are just too much. I feel like slow mode doesn't hit slow enough, you know? It's sad. You guys overwhelm me. And I want to be able to say hi to all of you. But then, like, to just keep the stream going, I just try and quickly catch what I can. And then somebody goes along and gets pouty that I don't catch something or something like that. And then I'm sad. And I'm like, I can't keep up anymore. So I have to slow them down. But then you guys are like, no, we don't want to be slowed down. We don't want to be an emote only. And I'm like, I physically can't. No matter what, you guys yell at me for something. Slow mo for 2 decades. I don't think that's gonna be okay. I don't think that's gonna be a possibility at any point in time. Lahonk, I give you permission just this once to redeem, if you have the points, hopefully, redeem a trigger word or whisper to be able to tell us a different length of time, please. Ooh, I'm gonna refund that one immediately. Bad frigid. See, that was an illegal redeem, so I'll count that as strike 1. I'm giving Lahonk a specific trick. Pick a different length of time, please. Because I can't do 20 years. That's not how streams work. So no, we have a strike 1 for my mods, and I'm waiting on Lahonk to give us a better time. Rigid wasn't here earlier when you laid down the law in that fairness, but yeah, no more exploiting trigger word. Yes, you weren't here, but that's why we have 3 strike instead of just 1. You don't get to use those no more. If we're in a mode only, it better stay a mode only. Our mods, they have their automatic, sometimes they don't notice, but more important, something like what Cage just said is, relevant for modding info. Important to still be able to say, but I'm not gonna deal with the other stuff. Also, your trigger word was mean and I don't want to say it. So so if we get 3 misuse of trigger / whispers during emote only, we don't get those redeems at all rest of stream, and probably emote only gets extended. I know. Look at what they've done to you, DJ. Blame them. You was being good, and this is what they did. Okay. Yes. Boy, rage puffings. I will go ahead and get to that one after, as well as the page and keys. And the stretch. Thank you, Onvex. But here's the spiel. Yeah, I hope that Lahonk we can hear a different time for you. Otherwise, I'm gonna assume 1 story, and we undo it, and you can tell us otherwise when we get to the end of that story. But okay, Manitou Motors. Here you go. Merton Wolfchild, always been kind of a hero of mine. The year I was 10 or 11, they held the Alberta Golden Gloves Boxing Championships in the Camrose High School auditorium. In them days, boxers from our reserve, the Hoboma Boxing Club, was known all over the province as really good fighters, and Merton Wolfchild was the best of them. He weren't very tall, but he was built solid and moved quick as a cat. Merton's skin was the color of new cowboy boots and just as shiny. Oh, he's shiny. His eyes be set real wide apart, and he say that make him able to see real good from sideways. He always got one piece of black hair that keep falling down over his face like a shoelace. Boy, the final bout of the 150-pound fighters was the best I ever seen. The RCMP guys from Wetaskiwin have their own boxing club, and Merton, he fought a Constable Pike. I think we've met Pike before, Constable Pike. I'm not sure if that's the constable we've met, but ooh, you're fighting the RCMP legally. Legally. Not a lot of times you're free to just punch a cop. Okay. That Constable Pike don't look near so scary wearing nothing but blue boxing shorts and gloves as he do all decked up in his uniform and carry a gun. Merton closed up one of Constable Pike's eyes in the first round. Okay, immediate black guy fun. And about halfway through the second, he knocked him right on the seat of his pants. Boy, I stand up and cheer for Merton loud as my voice will go until a lady in a red mackinaw who sit in front of me turn around and say, "Try not to yell so loud in my ear, kid." I mean, yeah, that's a fair thing. Don't yell right in my ear, but he did stand-ups and you were sitting down, so probably that's not how that worked. You probably weren't right where he was shouting. Okay. In the third round, Merton, he knocked out that Constable Pike, hit him with a right on the chin, and boy, his head hit the floor of the ring like a sack of feed thrown into an empty wagon box. His RCMP friends have to carry the constable back to his corner. There'd be a big celebration down to the bar of the Coronation Hotel in Camrose that night, and Merton sure be a hero around the reserve for a while. He got presented with a big trophy with a gold boxer about 6 inches high on it, and it used to sit around at the table at Wolfchild's cabin until it got all dusty. Then the little kids played with it, and finally it just disappeared. Merton never boxed no more that I know of, except to fight in the Alice Hotel bar once in a while, out in the yard at Blue Quill's dance hall at Hobama after everybody got drunked up some. Even though everybody say he could have been one of those professional boxers if he'd have wanted to. A couple of years later, he moved over to Camrose to live. That'd be 30 or so miles from the reserve. I heard he married with a white girl and be selling cars up there. I wish I'd never heard that, 'cause when my friend Norman Scar worked all winter in the lumber camp and save his money to buy a car, it is me who suggests that we go to Camrose and find Merton Wolfchild. Okay, so he's going to be disappointed or something bad's going to happen. Okay. Find Merton Wolfchild. I figure that if anybody not going to cheat us, it'd be another Indian. Indians have a bad time buying cars. White salesmen always seem to cheat them one way or another. Once I walk around Honest Ernie's used car lot in Wetaskiwin, and I hear a couple of salesmen say about a 57 Dodge with big fenders that painted pink and black and got white seats and a monkey on a stick in the back window. What the heck does that mean? Sorry, I don't totally speak 70s. What does a monkey on a stick in the back window mean? Well, anyway. That's a Wahoo special. And I guess the guy said, I don't know. Okay. And sure enough, a couple of weeks later, I seen the car around the reserve, but not for long. Pretty quick, the transmission and most everything else go on it, and it been sit for a long time in a slough down a ways from our cabins. Bunch of us pile in Louis Coyote's pickup truck and drive up to Camrose. There's me and Norman Scar, my friend Frank Fenspost, my girlfriend Sadie One Wound, Frank's girlfriend Connie Big Charles, Norman's sister Julie, and 2 or 3 other guys who ride in the back of the truck after the cab be all full. Camrose ain't all that much bigger than Wetaskiwin, so it's not that hard to drive around the used car lots until we find one that got an Indian salesman. The signs say Manitou Motors. Easy credit, no down payments, and it's got a picture of a tall Indian girl wearing only a tiny bathing suit and a red and white war bonnet. Yay. It sure looked like a big business to us as we pulled the truck up to the curb. There be rows and rows of light bulbs in red, yellow, and blue. And between the rows of bulbs is lines of plastic triangles in bright colors that blow in the wind and make noise like a whole lot of guys snapping their fingers. There must be 30 cars on the lot, all shiny and fresh washed. Merton spotted us right away, and he come down to meet us, shake our hands, and say hello to us in Cree. Norman Scar be pretty shy with strangers, so I have to tell Merton that it is my friend who wants to buy a car. Merton Wolfchild sure ain't the way I remember him from back when he used to box. He put on lots of weight, and some of it hang over his belt quite a ways. He got on a white shirt, black pants, and some pretty old cowboy boots. He have a wide brown belt with a big square buckle, have a picture of a Lethbridge Pale Ale on it. I am the distract. What little hugs? Why, oh, just sweet little hugs. Oh, and I just seen the uppies. It was just a black dark. It looked kind of like it was just a cry, but it's an uppies. I'm sorry. That's sweet. Oh, now you cry again. That goose is a very cute crying goose. It's a good one. But they're very cute, DJ. I like them. Okay. You guys just make yourself at home, he say, and wave his hand around the lot. When you find something you like, let me know, and I will let you take it out for a ride. It easy to see that Merton's nose been busted a couple of times, and he got a pretty bad scar on one cheek. I don't remember none of that from when I knew him before. Well, maybe that's why he's a little different. Hi, Gary. Sorry, we're in emote only. It's a bit of a, yeah. Wait, what is this? A spin. Okay. And the aggressive typey, yes. Okay. Frank Fence Post, him and Connie Beg Charles be climb in and out of cars like they look for something. It looked like they may be gonna try for set a record for sitting every car on the lot in maybe 10 minutes. I used to watch you box, I tell Merton. Yeah, he say, and give me a big smile. Those were the days. I seen you the time you knocked out Constable Pike. I cheered you so loud for you, I didn't have no voice for a couple of days. You know something, Norman? He says to me. He just called you Norman. Sorry. He just mixed you up with your friends. Okay, there you go. Perfect. If that's what works, that's what works. Thank you, Cage. Go ahead. Since LaHonk was the one that asked for it. Yep, there you go. Okay, you know something, Norman? He says to me. The me being, not Norman. Anyway, that Constable Pike guy is still trying to get even on me. He be stationed up here now, and he come around the lot, give me tickets for no safety stickers on my cars, and he always digging up some new regulations that he say I broke some time or other. 20 seconds is a lot. You meant 20 seconds? Oh no, the 20-second slow mode. Ooh, yeah, that is a big one. That's just Cage being nice to me, 'cause I had my little big react. To court we take it. No, LaHonk. No, 'cause I said please be nice, 'cause I am overwhelmed. And Cage says, I gotcha. And here you are bullying him into not doing that. Don't bully my mod. My mod's being nice to me. I like it. I squint my eyes at you. Okay. Since I didn't before when I got it. Hi. Okay. So yeah. Merton says, you know something, Norman? They still coming after me for bullshit. And then, I'm Silas Ermineskin. I tell him just to straighten things out. But at least he remembered the name of the guy who want to buy the car. That's true. He remembered that. He just mixed up who was who. You must be Paul's kid, maybe. You got a real pretty sister. Elaine or... Ileana, I say. She married with a white man and lives in Calgary. Too bad. I kind of had my eye on her for one time. Well, I married with a white girl. We got 4 kids. Sure is a fancy car lot you got here. Yeah, well, I think it's kind of nice. It make me a good living. Martin talk like he own it, but I see by the license on the wall of his office that it be some other name listed as own Manitou Motors Ltd. So he does not own. So Constable Pike's still trying to get even for get beat up by you? Yes, sir. I'm gonna have to punch him out again one of these days. And Merton smack one fist into his other hand and laugh real loud. Okay, go lurk now. Okay, Turt. Go lurk. I'll be sure to get to your triggers ASAP so you will hear them hopefully while you are lurking and falling to sleep. Eat well. Okay. Oh, come on, thingy again. Alright. Most everybody but Norman and Julie has followed us up to the office. Merton take a cigarette package out of his shirt pocket and pass them around to everybody. After your friend decide on a car, we all have us a drink to celebrate, he say. How much money has your friend got to spend? $800, I tell him. Well, for that I can get him one really good car, Norman, he say and slap my shoulder. Again, that's not Norman. That's Silas. Us Hobama Indians gotta stick together. I'm sure glad you came to me instead of to some white bugger that rip you off. Up at the front of the lot, Merton has got built a little platform that have a nice sports car sit on top of it. Have a sign on the windshield say, special of the day, just like the Gold Nugget Cafe in Wetaskiwin have a grilled cheese sandwich and coleslaw for 99 cents. I just see, look what you did to Cage. Don't you be mean to Cage. Just finally reading that. Cage, I got your back. I taken too. Hello. And hey, Honk. It's so weird to just call him Honk, but I guess that makes sense. It's Le Honk instead of it's Honk. It just feels weird. It's fine. I likely won't fall asleep for a while, so don't worry about. Oh, no, we'll be getting to them. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. You're his Cage. I see. Okay. This is the Cage spelling the way you do stuff. Okay. Where was I? Right, the special. There's a fancy car up that says it's the special. Oh, I can't give uppies. I don't. How do you expect me to do uppies? I see and I love and I wish, but I don't have capable. Take it too. I am on and off overwhelmed. Uppies. I don't know. How am I supposed to give uppies? I wish. I can't. Hold on, I got a big. Oh my god. Big cough. Stop with the uppies, it made me so sad. I can't give you uppies, I wish. Oh, the little tuck. Oh yes, the little frog tuck. It's a little bit unsettling that the cheek bounced like that, but anyway. But no uppies? How do I give uppies? And that lurk is adorable. Oh my goodness. Why bald? Why? Huh? I'm thoroughly distracted. Let's focus. I can do this. Okay, so my voice is all over today. My voice feels so funny. But okay, so where was I? Oh, okay, bye, Tart. Go eat. You say the uppies? Oh no, wait, I have missed. Oh, but millennial now says you just say uppies. The uppie in the other direction, the Sierra one, kind of looked like pushing away, and I'm like, what? Okay, good night, millennial. Eat well. My freaking voice keeps getting weird. There's stuff in nose and throat a little bit. Oh, you tucked them in. Don't forget millennial. Tuck millennial into. Get them. They're both trying to eat. There we go. Oh, the bot. Well, I recognize that as a proper tuck, DJ. That's because of the bot. Okay. My freaking yawns. Oh, there we go. We'll say that you did it, TJ. It's just because the cooldown was being tricky. Okay, so we've got the special. Now I've got an image of like DJ tries to tuck and then Cage tucks millennial and then DJ untucks and retucks millennial. I love that image. My tuck. It's my job. Okay, you've got the special. There you go. It's up on the platform and have the hood up on the car. Now, if there is one thing Frank be really good at, is start up a car without have no keys. Oh no. We hear the motor go backfire a couple of times and then start up. Connie Big Charles, who sit behind the steering wheel, get all excited and put the car into gear, and it be drive off across the country. Except that the back wheels catch on the edge of the platform and the car just sit there like it going down a really steep hill. Oh, good. Jeez. Oh, my goodness. I saw his two blankets of millennial just overheating. That works too, yeah. And, ooh. DJ threatened, this is your joke. It's your job. You say it's joke. You're fine. No need to scatter. You're good. You're good. Stay. Okay. So Frank tried to steal a car. Good for you, Frank. Oh boy. Connie Big Charles, who sit behind the steering wheel, get all excited, and it's looking like it's falling down a steep hill. They be awful lucky that they don't kill Frank or even Eddie Cryer, who was standing in front of the platform and have to jump like hell to get out of the way in time. I figure that sure ain't a very smart thing to do, especially when a Golden Glove champion owns that car. I gotta agree. Oh, what's that one? Oh, just a flop. Oh, I like that. Flop. These are cute kitty emotes. I like this one. They got some good art. Okay. I figure that Merton probably gonna pound these guys good, but he just have a big laugh about it. Once he see that the car ain't hurt none. Okay, so he would panic and then everything's okay. Okay. Yeep. Okay. He gets all us guys down front, and we lift that little car back up where it should be. Hey, partner, Merton sent to Frank. You let me start up the cars around here, okay? You let me start up the cars around here, okay? Yeah. Frank, stop trying to thief. Okay. Norman come up to me real quiet, and he look at the ground. I seen one that I like, Silas, and he point over to where his sister Julie is stand behind a yellow and black Ford four-door. Got no hubcaps and a pretty bad scratch along one fender. You asks him for me how much it is? My friend like the yellow Ford over there, I tell Merton. How much you charge him for it? Merton make a sad face. That one be $1,000, he says, but then he stop and catch his head and scratch his head and that shoelace of hair fall down over his face. Seeing as you guys are brothers and all, and seeing as how you cheered for me when I whipped Constable Pike, I sell it to yous guys for $7.95. It actually says yous guys. Yous guys. I sell it to you guys for for $795. And I throw in the license plates. Norman shake happy and kick some gravel around. First, though, we want to drive it around, I say. I can see you got a good business head, Norman. Stop calling him Norman. Merton say to me, you guys come on inside the office and we fix up the papers so's you can test drive it. I introduce everybody around again and make sure he know that Norman is Norman and I'm Silas. One more time. Let's do this one more time. Oh, take care, Taken. Eat well. Glad DJ tucked you right in. Okay. Alright. The office is pretty tiny, just a couple of desks, 4 or 5 chairs, and heater. It be built out of cedar and smell good to the nose. Ooh, I love cedar. Ugh, the smell. Yeah. Merton, he takes a long time fill out forms and stuff, and he have to cross out a lot, and he have a hard time spell an easy name like Norman Scar. Finally, he get Norman to sign in about 5 places, and he have Norman leave with him his $800 just to be sure he won't run off to Montana with the car, he say with a big laugh. When all that is done, Merton say we able to test drive the car. But first Merton pull out a whiskey bottle from the desk drawer, take a big drink, then he pass the bottle around to each of us. We thank him for the drink. I can practically smell a wood shop now. What are friends for, he say, and pass cigarettes around again. So he's giving good things. What do you mean you're stuck, DJ? What do you mean you're stuck? It's a very cute emote art, but what? You're not stuck. You're free. Do as you please. I will not contain. Okay. Now you're working away. You're perfectly free. Just because you tuck people doesn't mean you have to. You're the one that said that you wanted to keep doing that. If you want someone else too, they will do that. Okay. Frank, he already got the car started when we get out there with the keys. Oh my God, Frank. They have the keys, please. But Merton, he's still in good mood and say, take it for a spin around town, but be careful that Constable Pike don't give you no tickets. He's had a couple more drinks from the bottle and starting to feel pretty good. Uh-oh. Norman, Scar, and me is the only ones who got driver's licenses, so Norman drive us off down the street. After all, can I please flip the page? Thank you. After all 9 of us get settled in the car. Why don't we head up to Edmonton, Frank say. The sales guy don't say when we have to be back. You make a party up there and come back tomorrow for the next day? Or the next day? I joke, I love my job. Oh, I'm glad you like to tuck people in. Okay. Norman probably go along with that, but I tell them we just test the car. We can go any place we want after it been bought. The car seemed to me to run pretty rough. After a while, I get Norman to let me drive it. It got a standard transmission, and the clutch don't catch until all the way out, and I think a couple of cogs be broken off second gear. The steering be pretty loose, too, but Norman says he likes the color of the car and the soft red seat covers, and say he thinks he'd buy it. I run it up about 50 miles per hour, and it just about shimmy me right off the road, but Norman ain't about to change his mind. I notice that it's running pretty hot, so we pull up in front of the car lot. I give the clutch a pretty good kick and stall the motor. Then, just like I figure, when I turn the key, it don't start. I argue a little with Norman and tell him to try some other cars first before he buy this one, and he finally agree with me. Merton come down to meet us, flipping his hair out of his eyes and smiling. I don't think we buy this one, Mr. Wolfchild, I tell him. Maybe we'd like to look at the white Chevy over there. That one's way too expensive for you, Merton say, and he scratch his head real hard. I tell you what I do. I throw in a radio and a tape deck, and hell, what are friends for? I'll even give you a couple of tapes. Take them right out of my own collection. I mean, after all, you guys are from my hometown. This guy is scamming them. Norman just about to say okay, but I butt in. This ain't a very good car, Mr. Wolfchild. I've been working on engines down to the technical school at Wetaskiwin for most of 2 years now, and I can tell there's lots of things wrong with this car. 5 tapes, and that's my final offer. 2 Merle Haggard, a Waylon Jennings, 1 each of Dolly Parton and Donna Fargo. The car don't even start no more, and I think the clutch has gone out. It was okay when you took it out. Besides, there ain't nothing else on the lot that you guys can afford, and why don't you let the buyer talk for himself? And he kind of elbowed me out of the way. Tell you what I do, and this is final, he say to Norman. I give you one of them big chrome feet to put where your gas pedal is. Cost $12 wholesale at Midland Auto Supply. How about it, Silas? Oh, God. He's just flipped Norman and Silas completely around. He'd have had himself a deal if he hadn't mixed up the names again, 'cause Norman had his mouth all shaped to say yes. Ho, if he had just got the frickin' names right. No, sir. I don't think so. I think we look around some more, Norman say in a small whisper. Well, Merton stepped back and kind of take up a pose like he used to when he was a boxer. Look, kid, I thought you understood. You bought the car. We made a deal in there a while ago. You got yourself a car. Now I'll still throw in the extras I promised, but you own the car, okay? Once you sign a deal, there's no backing out of it. But he just signed it to test drive it, I say. Who asked you? Merton say to me in a real nasty voice, and I see he got his fists clenched. Roy, I sure don't know what to do. We all just stand around for a while until Merton flipped that hair out of his eyes and say he going to round up the tapes and chrome gas pedal and all. He put the radio and tape deck in the trunk. We say we can get it hooked up by somebody who know how. We all try for a while to start that Ford up, but even Frank can't get it going. It'd be okay in an hour or so, Merton say. It just run a little hot is all. Oh, screw you, Merton. We sit around in Louis Coyote's pickup, smoke cigarettes, and try to figure out what to do. I tell Norman I sure is sorry for suggest we come here. Then I start thinking about Constable Pike, and I tell everybody about the idea I have. But they sure don't think much of it, 'cause us Indians, the less we have to do with the RCMP guys, the happier it makes both us and them. Oh, we are teaming up with Constable Pike because screw this guy. I just know it. There be a thunderstorm blowing up, and all of a sudden it got as dark and windy as the inside of a nose. It gets as dark and windy as the inside of a nose. What is this? Oh my gosh, okay. Them flags snap loud and there be lots of dirt blow around the streets. Nobody wants to use my idea, so I let them all go and sit in Norman's car, and I take my girlfriend Sadie One Wound and the truck and drive over to the RCMP headquarters. Constable Pike seemed a lot bigger than I remember him. Woohoo! He got a red face like a polished apple, and his boots slap loud on the floor when he walked. Sniffer. Big wind. It's the wind part that confused me, but yeah, I guess there you go. That's Sniffer. Okay, sorry. All right, so he's scared by the constable, but here we are. Oh no! Oh, now it's a perfect emoji. Yoinked back by the wind. Okay. Yeah, Constable Mike is scarier than he remembers. All right. I'll come down and investigate, he say to me after I explain what has happened. But I can't promise anything. Your friend Norman could take the company to court and probably get his money back, but he'd have to go to a lot of trouble to do it. That's what men like Burge and Wolfchild count on. Who's this guy Burge? He owns Manitou Motors. Merton Wolfchild married his daughter. Guess Burge figures it's better to have him working there than to support his daughter and all those kids of Merton's. Ooh. While we been in the RCMP office, it rained real hard with thunder and lightning. But by the time we got over there, us in the truck and Constable Pike in his black and white car, only a few drops befall and the sun start to come out again. The windows of the Ford be fogged up tight, and the only way we can tell there's people in there is by the cigarette smoke come out of the vent window. How much did you say he charged you for that car? The constable asked. $800, I tell him. It's worth about $250 at the very most. No wonder he was trying to buy you off with tape deck and other junk. Merton come march down from his office and meet us about the middle of the car lot. So what you gonna pick on me about today, he say to Constable Pike. Boys here claim they only wanted to test drive the car. They're just sore 'cause it don't run as good as they thought. I sell my cars as is, here is. No refunds, no weaseling out of a deal. I suppose the car's got a safety sticker. You know it's illegal to sell a car without one. I got the papers someplace. I suggest you go find them. And I think we should test the tires. It's illegal to sell a car with less than an 1/8 inch of tread on the tires. You gonna put me in jail for selling bald tires? That be about your speed. You make it damn hard for a poor Indian to make a living. Merton get uglier as he go along, but Constable Pike keep pretty cool. While I been away, this Mr. Burge fellow is turn up. He look about 60 and wear a baggy gray suit and have a lean face that come to a sharp point like a fox. Maybe you should give back the money, he say a couple of times. We don't want no more trouble with the cops. This is Mr. Burge telling that. But he just hang around on the edge of things like an animal waiting for something to die. They argue for a while more. It don't look like we gonna get that money back. Then Constable Pike get out his book and say he gonna write out tickets for no safety stickers and thin tires, and he start to look around the lot at the other cars, saying he might as well check all of them while he here. Merton jump about a foot off the ground. You put me out of business, he yell. No stinking cop gonna do that to me. Merton, he make a fist and raise up his hand to hit Constable Pike, but before any of us know for sure what happened, Merton be sitting on the seat of his pants in the wet gravel. Feel with one hand at his chin and look around like somebody asked him a real hard question. So I guess Constable Pike hit him real quick. Nobody even know. Things moved pretty quick after that. Mr. Burge, he get the money from Merton's back pocket and give it to Why is this consistently being bad? Norman, yeah, I thought. And then he get the papers from inside the legal office. Inside the office. Where did I see legal? My brain was certain I saw that. Anyway, okay. It's bread. Oh. He gets them from inside the office and tear them up for everybody to see. He say a lot of nice things to Constable Pike and say that him and Merton promise to be good from now on if the constable don't charge Merton with trying to hit him. I notice, though, that he never once looked in Constable Pike's face while he's saying all of this. We all head for the pickup truck, figure the sooner we get out of town the better. Louis Coyote's pickup ain't got no safety sticker, and all 4 tires be so thin that a good healthy mosquito bite them into a blowout. Constable Pike is taking down numbers off all the cars on the lot. Mr. Burge is yell loud at Merton for getting caught at do something bad. But they were Indians, Merton is say, spread his arms real wide. I don't figure for them to make no trouble. You just can't trust anybody no more. W.P. Kinsella, you did it again. This was a silly fun. We're gonna get that guy back for that bullshit, and you end with that line? You end with, you just can't trust anybody no more. Oh, right from the dickhead's mouth. I can't. This man. Well, that was Manitou Motors. I liked it a lot. Did anybody else like it a lot? I enjoyed myself. I don't know about you. Well, okay, we're gonna start with keys. It's keys time. You enjoyed it. I'm glad. So nasty, you giggle. Thank you. Oh dear. Okay, keys. It's keys time. I said it's keys time. Put the keys in the box. There you go. It's in the typing box. There we go. There we are. Let's grab those. Okay. Yeah, we'll get home twing. We're gonna do keys and page flipping. You know what? I'll do that stretch right now. Let's do a stretch. Thank you very much for that one. We'll do keys, page, rage, and comb. Okay. Natsu! Hospital? What? What happened to your eye? I'm so sorry you're in the hospital. I'm sorry you're having pains. I hope you get it sorted. Fat? Yay! Another sub! Another 7-monther. Wow. Look at this. Ah! I mean, I am just as unsurprised as I was when Cage subscribed because you are mods. And it's pretty blah. I don't care at all. I'm trying to even things out. Is it working? I know it's not. Okay. Yeah. Ton of popcorn. I don't know how it. I don't know, but it hurts to blink and I can barely see. Jeez, I'm sorry. Ow. I wonder if it's something got in there. 'Cause it's the blink, it's the movement. And then you can't see. Yeah, I would guess something's in your eye, but I wouldn't know what. Oh boy. Did I miss someone joining us? Did I miss a new follow? I see we're 990. Did I miss something? Oh goodness, I hope I didn't miss something. Anyhow, hi. Hello. Welcome in, and we're doing triggers, and I've had keys at the ready, but not done it yet for a minute now. But thank you for dropping money, frogs, folks, for the thank you to Fat, and thank you, Fat, and Cage, and Turt. Was waiting to get back to a computer for that sub, because mobile sub prices suck. It's different on the mobile? Twitch. Look at me, Twitch. Look me in my fake eyes. Look at me in my frog eyes. Look at his eyes. And tell me what the fuck is wrong with you. Why? Okay, that's what I thought. It could be a scratch, I guess. Oh yeah, it could be a scratch on the cornea too. Ugh, I'm sorry, Natsu. That sucks. I think it's on Apple. For once, this isn't Twitch's fault. Google and Apple charge it. Again, why? But this is Twitch. This is Twitch. Subbing on Twitch means Twitch. They have to allow Apple and Google to do that. I don't understand. Thankfully, I don't deal with it. If you did not notice, do not actually spend much time on Twitch unless I am streaming. Because wow, okay. Yes, but Twitch has to allow that. But also, like, why are Google and Apple in here except for those additional charges are so that they use other stuff? I'm done. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to deal with it, and I hate them. Big corporations, I understand, but I don't like you. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. Okay, here's keys. How would I do that finally? Stop ramble. Here we go. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. My voice just like a ghost. That's not helping. What the hell is this laugh? We're never gonna get keys like Turd wanted. I'm crying. I sound like a demon. Someone help me. I don't know. Hold on. I can't. Okay. I can't see. My tears are squishing my eyes. I don't know what to do. Okay, I can see again. It's that I started laughing, and then the laughing sounded so weird, and then I wanted to describe it, and I couldn't because I was laughing at what I was thinking, and I don't know if you could see. It was too long to fit in a clip. No! 2 clips, part 1 and 2. You have to do it. You can't deny the world my ringing voice. I'm doing it again. It's worse. No. What is this? I sound like a ghost in a voice modulator. I sound like a ghost in a voice modulator. A big cough and I'm better. I will go cut this section out of the VOD since it's too long for a clip. Turn on reverb. It sounds like reverb, you're right. It keeps doing this. I was gonna say if I could hold it together. That we had that visual, sudden, vividly accurate angel, raven, yes. And this reminded me of demon or ghost, and it's it's just building a whole little collection of them. Raven glitches. Raven angel. Raven whatever you want to call that. Whatever it was. And I'm scared what the next will be. And how do I make my voice stop doing it every time? I can feel it. I can connect back in, and I want to do it because it's fun. But I have a job to do, and I'm a professional, damn it. No, I'm not. I also definitely need everybody to try and understand what I'm saying when I'm doing it. If you can't understand what I'm saying, I don't know how, Yar. I don't know how. It's something I need to ask people for help for. Yeah, you lost me. I'm not coming back. I'm gone. And all of it came. Oh no. Voice crack. It was a Wonderwall joke. It was Wonderwall. Wonderwall. And I'm gonna die. I just did a big laugh and after a big cough that was very loud. And I'm glad I'm muting so I'm not breaking your earballs. But yeah, it was all a Wonderwall joke. I'm not well. All of this needs to be various clips. And someone else can put them in the correct order. I don't care. And I want translations. With my ridiculous demon voice. Anyway, here's Keys. What's the worst of it is that I've said it to myself in other streams and had to be like, no, I can do this. I'm a professional. I will not laugh at a joke that no one said. But then you said it when I wasn't expecting it. And it hurt. 10 points of psychic damage. Okay. I really will do the keys now. If everyone can just not say anything funny for 2 minutes, I'll be able to do a couple of redeems. It also didn't help that then there was that cracking that was like, what's crack-a-lackin'? My lungs, apparently. It was a callback. There was a callback in the nonsense. And I don't have the tears going because I'm not crying, but my face is still fully covered in tears. Just know that. Okay. Should I sub or pay my hospital bill? Hospital. Emotes only till Raven gets better. Emotes, not emotes, will not help. Let's save that for story. How about that? We'll save that in the story so I can focus. Please confirm or deny that we will save your emotes only for a time when it would be more useful. Because you can't save me from this. Oh, Fetster did it anyway. Okay. I'm scared to say it. Keys. I can't. No, I can't. can't breathe, but I'm going to mute again for another cough. I'm a professional, that's why I sound like I'm just recovering from a full mental break I did. Oh my goodness. I have a tenuous grasp on my sanity right now. And that's the clip you should use. That should be in a compilation of Raven moments, and it'll be at the start and or the end. I have a tenuous grasp on my sanity right now. It's just too accurate. We're gonna move to page flipping. I can't do this. Because I say it so much. Like I said, I've thought about it before. That now I'm scared to do any of them without. Like, can I do it without saying it? I say it so much, and no one's made the joke, and then they did when I wasn't thinking. Okay. I can do this. I'm going to adjust the mic for pages. Okay, can I hear it though, please? Thank you. Okay. Headphones are gonna be an asshole. And there was our page in the little book. I usually specify, but obviously I had more pressing concerns on my braid. I said braid, because it's brain and bread. Big book. Fluffy book. There was the books. The next one is a rage puff, and I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die at this rate. I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay, I take big breath. I'm gonna cough. Hello, can you hear me now? I am here. Can you hear me now? Hello, 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 hello. We're going to try one more time. It says that this is my built-in microphone, and I assume that means that it's trying to be my big computer microphone, but based on the levels, that doesn't quite add up. I don't know. Okay, no, that does add up. Okay, so you can just hear me at a normal computer. I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to try this. Back. I'm back, baby. It might have hurt, and I apologize for that. But I'm here. We back in the right microphone, and it sound good. You know how? Because I snap over here, and it's quiet, and I just rub my fingers, and it's loud. There you go. We are so back. This is the most brain rot I have felt on a stream because everything's going wonky. I love it. Okay. Well, that was rage puffing and a bunch of nonsense. Can we agree to go easy on me tonight, like I tried to say at the start? Please. This is... Yar, thank you for your emotes only till I got better. I think I effectively got better. I'm gonna do your comb twing now, whether you want to hear it or not. Gotta redo the puff? Like hell I do. I said we're going easy on me tonight. Gotta get up early. Okay. Go eat, take care, Fat. Look after yourself. My God, I'm scared. I don't want to touch my mic even a little bit. I don't want anything else to go wrong. Oh my gosh, okay. I hydrated. I'm a comb twing. I am a comb twing? No, I'm not. I will comb twing. That's what I will do. I'm going to do that stretch, the posture check. When is the new mic coming? Literally between now and when my next streams would be in a week is when it says it will come. It gave a big window. Raven's a comb? I'm a comb twing? No. I will. I am a going to. I'm a gonna. I'm a comb twing in a bit. You gotta say it with a comb twang. Get a little put. You're a comb twing? I thought you were a raven. No, hear it like I'm a comb twing, and then I'm a do. I gotta say it with the twang, and then it makes sense, don't it? Okay. I'm a chameleon. Welcome, Foxophidia C. Yes? Did my triggers get skipped? Or am I that EP I missed them? You're that EP, you missed them? And insanity that hit hurt. I beg of you, rewind. I beg of you. Go back to the start of Keys and watch an unhinged moment that lasted too long. And I am sorry, but you got well an EP, and so clearly it did not affect you too much. Raven scam. How was it a scam, Lahawk? I fell apart. I am valid. Well, it's not valid why I did. That was a dumb moment, and I have no reason, and that was stupid. But I did. About an hour into the stream. Fat will likely be clipping out later. Yes. I encourage everyone. I'm not well. I'm still not recovered fully. Like I joked, 10 psychic damage, and I mean it. Yeah, I was about to sleep, and then that mic flip woke me up for a bit. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do the mic flip at all. It was me being professional. It's that the mic just suddenly gave out, and when I was trying to fix it, that's how that happened. Wonderwall killed Raven. Yes, Cage and Wonderwall. All of this to say I'm supposed to do a comb twing now. I got distracted. I'm picking at my hoof. Okay. There's stuff I need to clean. Anyway, okay. Comb twang. Welcome in. We didn't do enough of a dance to Foxophidiacy. Thank you for joining. We do a thing now where we drop a little dance emote. This is very evidently a bit of a weird time. Forgive me. It's at times like this that I wish my motto could convey more of my facial expressions. Because the concern is real. Oh, Jamaican uncle with the little curvy bow. I love it when they're rainbow. Whatever, it's what it's. I don't like it. Stop. Don't do it. Okay, life happens. I go back to drapes again. Yes, please. I'll do comb twing and sniffs and kalimba, so it will be chill in the next little bit. As long as I don't break again. I got a little duck too. Show me your little duck. Show me your little duck. I like a duck. But I'm gonna do comb twing. Oh, look at those dances. I like those both too. I've seen them. They're fun. Oh, yes, that duck. Yes, the bendy spoon ducky. I like that guy a lot. He's just so cute. That was me wiggling for my dance. Okay, let's do comb twing. Let's get cozy. Let's take deep breaths. Looking at me, Raven. Okay. I'm not well. It's fine. Bendy spoon duck is a favorite. Okay. Let's do this. Comb twang. There is our comb twing. I feel a good deal more relaxed. And that is why an intrusive thought just entered my brain to scream, of course. All the adrenaline is still in me and it's like, let's go. I thought that was a cow when it was spinning at first, but of course is sheep is mine. Is rainbow sheep. I like him. He spin. He's probably gonna vomit. Nice. Well, off for bed. Okay. Eat well. Take care. I'm still very... look, it's a strawberry. Oh, yeah, it's a strawberry. That's me. I'm the third one right now. Okay. It's sniffs time. An Uji emote. Yes. Whenever the weird little lemon mends, they're funs. Away yar go. Eat well. What just happened? I don't know, but I feel weak now. I don't know how to tell you, my arms feel like they were drained and I did nothing with my arms. I feel weak. You really broke me, Cage. People talk about it and they joke, oh, we broke Raven. It's the Wonderwall joke that got me. I'm scared. Because now you know how to get me next time, maybe. I have to build up an immunity. I can do that. I can do that, right? Okay. I want to abuse it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's sniffs time. Let's do sniffs. Okay. That way, no immunity. No, I'll still try. Okay, sniffing times. Here we go. Big breath out first and then yawn. Okay. Hi, Tarova. I was not sniffing my frog, but I was big sniffs. It was good to do that breath. Oh, just yawned. Because to the breath, but I needed it. My breath is gonna be all over the place for a bit. We had a panic of a laugh, and I'm mentally, mostly, evidently not mostly recovered. But physically, I can feel how it affected me. I'm coming down off of that right now. It's funny how I just feel. Oh, I'm crashing. Okay, but it is Kalimba time, and then we're going on No Cage. It is the most fun we've had in this rusty little brain for a minute. It was awfully wonderful. By that I mean it was kind of awful in the sense I felt I was losing my mind. But that is so fun. The opposite of sorry then. Yeah, do that. Don't let it go too far. You're a professional, Raven, as you said in your monster voice. Okay. Calling by time. Get out of the way. Keyboard and phone open to Pokemon Go. Don't worry about it. Shh. Here we go. I want to do a lullaby. Let's try. Ah. Oh wait, Divide, are you still here? Are you still here, Divide? Let me know if you are. Okay. That one sounded pretty good. Well, Divide, all I wanted to say was, you go. You missed the big funny though. Oh, you'll find it. You're good. But I'm still sorry. Because on a serious note, will you mind if I have No, go bad. I am in a wild enough space. Honestly, the energy this has given me and then zapped out of me, it is the perfect energy to handle someone that's not going along with me. I will not have any qualms telling them to fuck off. We're in that energy at this point. If someone is pushing my buttons, I'll say, too bad, hammer. Emote only. Too bad, I'm ignoring everybody. I'm reading. Or the like. There's no more energy for anything but that right now. It's because I don't have the energy to like give you the space and be patient. I'm like, nope. We're off. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do one more of the lullaby. And then we're gonna read the next story, okay? And I think I'm finally hearing the song in the lullaby. The lullaby before I'd heard like half of it. As I'm playing, I'm like, I feel like I don't know this part. But now I feel like I know it. It's good. I think I'm getting better. I will be listening in from bed, so if something bad... Okay, you got it. Can you sing a song that you like, please? That would be a redeem, and I don't really do the singing just because I like to be careful with the other stuff, but I can do humming, and it looks like you were poor, or however you pronounce your name there. I'd be happy to do a free humming, but I did want to go on to the next thing, so how about I just, how about I hum along to my kalimba song? How about we do that? I will hum along to Bonnie. I still want to do the Brahms lullaby first. I'm going to do that first. Okay. Mm. Mm. Oh my goodness, we're stumbling. We're gonna back up. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. Ah! Thank you for the follow. How would you like me to say it? Thank you for the follow, Werper. I don't know. But thank you very much. Welcome. We have a tradition. We drop some little dancey emotes whenever someone's new. So there you go. Thank you for the hydrate, posture check, and stretch divide. I'll do... There's hydrate, and I'll do the other two in a second. Okay. I focus. Not as good as the first one felt. But yeah. Okay, now I'll hum along to my Bonnie. I don't know. I've never done the sing and hum, and it feels a bit funny. But I tried to think. You wanted me to sing, so I did the hum and the play. Yeah, okay. But we do lots of different songs when I'm humming. How about we do another one of those? How about we do one of those while I'm just planning myself? Do 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 do. Our next story is The Forest. There you go. Okay, this is weird. Says that there are 2 requests, but only one is popping up. I'm gonna reload that. We're gonna hope that that cooperates this time. But the next one is The Forest, and that's what we're gonna do right up next. Can I rearrange myself? A little bit back crack. Okay. Third sleep. Agreed. Ooh, Onivax for bottle blow. Those are next. Those are after this story. I will do those. Ah, dang, you fixed it before I could screenshot it. Oh! What I messed up? Oh, the current trigger? The forest? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? I can do. Current trigger, the forest. There you go. Go, quick, take the photo. Oh, well, I welcome Alpha Squishy Snake. I like that name. Welcome in, Alpha Squishy Snake. Welcome. Here you go. We do a dance. Whenever someone's new, we're welcome them with a dance. Hi, Annie Belle. I just seen you. I kind of got caught off when I was fixing the things. Good to see you in here. I'm cute. Thank you. We had a chaos, and I have a little bit of a headache now as I'm coming down off of that. It was stupid. But it was very fun. And I blame Cage in the best way. It was a very silly moment. I appreciate it. You can watch back another time, but it was silly. There's gonna be clips. Like soon enough. Okay. Let's go back. Oh, there you go. We are now reading our next story, The Forest, and then we'll do the bottle blowing keys after this story is done. If you have other redeems, I will get to them after this next story. Oh my goodness. Whew. Okay, 1 second. Thank you. Yes, I was muted. That was my own stupid. Thank you. It starts with when I was 6 or 7. But the whole first page of this story is in quotes. I don't know who's talking. We're going to find out after we turn the page. But it's a whole big paragraph and I have no idea who's talking. But somebody in our world in the Ermine Skin Reserve is talking. When I was 6 or 7, ooh, I'm gonna say Turt was saying Doggo was cold and got me up, and that somehow reminded me there was something I had to do on Discord. My phone was down till that. I don't know why it automatically linked. I don't know what's going on. Back down now and Eepin. You got timed out, but it's okay. A weird auto link thing. A reminder that we have a Stream Elements very much gets mad at links. So, yeah. That was clearly an accidental auto linked, so don't worry about it. Okay. When I was 6 or 7, bunch of us guys take a blanket from Blind Lewis's cabin, and we take turns swing each other around with a guy on each corner and one in the middle. This sounds silly and fun. One on the middle. The guys think it'd be funny to wrap me up, tie the corners together, and leave me. Oh, that's cool. The blanket was thick, gray wool. It was dark and hot, and I hear the noises from outside but can't tell the direction they come from. I tear at that blanket with my hands, try to get me some air and some eyesight, but I can't. I cry some. The sweat run off me, and I figure I gonna die for sure until I remember my jackknife. It be one I found and got only one broke blade, but I'd be able to poke it through the wool and cut myself out. I never forgot what the air feel like on my face, and that the first thing I can smell is the forest, the spruce trees. Ooh. Spruce tree smell. Okay, page flip. Oh, you're gonna keep being trickety. Okay, page flip. Alan 3 persons is the guy who say all that. Okay, whole new guy. New guy just dropped. Okay. Yes, the auto link. Darn it, LeBlanc. LeBlanc, why? Why? The violence, it should end. It should end. Okay. Alan 3 persons is who said all that. We sit in the bar at the Hub Hotel on a Saturday afternoon and have us a few beers, and he tell me that story 'cause I asked how he liked to live all the time in the city. Oh, 'cause he had those guys bullying him or something, and it wasn't fun. Okay. Maybe he associates the smell of spruce now with the blanket moment. I don't know. Okay, we'll find out. We both been raised up on the reserve at Hobama. Alan be about 25 now. He went off to work in the lumber camps when he was about 16. Used to be he'd winter there and live his summers on the reserve. So I think he's probably like 5 years older than Silas at this point. I think Silas is maybe 19 or 20. Okay, anyway. Then a couple of years ago he married up with a white girl named Janie, and they come to live here in Edmonton all the year 'cause that where Janie want to live. Well, yeah. I hate the goddamn city, Silas. I need me the smell of the forest. I can't breathe here. Look at this here bar. It ain't got no windows. After a while, the city just kind of wrap itself around you. Hold on. Big cough. Stop moving, everybody. It's wrapped itself around you. Him and Janie got themselves 2 rooms in an apartment right on Jasper Avenue, Main Street of Edmonton, upstairs from the Dreamland Dance Hall. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Wednesday and Saturday nights, you'll be able to feel the music come lift up through the building, about the same as the smell of cabbage do every day. Those nights the building creaks some when the band play fast music and everyone jump up and down. The rooms Alan and Janie got is like live in a vacant place. 2 big square rooms make their furniture look like it off in the distance someplace. They got an old black gas stove, a table, only 2 chairs, so when 3 of us in the kitchen, one have to stand up. The other room have a mattress on the floor with a radio beside it and a saucer for an ashtray. There'd be a real old sofa chair with a torn green cover and a crib for their baby Tommy. It'd be one made by hand by a bad carpenter. Ooh. Don't go calling them out now. My bad, carpenter. It got crooked slats and a big pillow for a mattress. That room smelled like the baby. On the wall, Alan hung his big double-bit axe, birch handle smooth and the color of fine blonde hair. The blade be blue as moonlight and shine like the holy pictures I seen at St. Andrew's Catholic Church one time. Janie don't have no idea how to make that a cheerful place. There be no curtains on the window that look back on another part of the building and down on an alley where delivery trucks plow through the heavy snow, make it rutted and brown as a plowed field. Yeah, sorry. The letters danced. Plowed field. Since they live in the city, Alan, he mostly not working. Indians have a hard time get jobs anytime, but not much work for loggers in town. True. After we drink our beer, we go up to Alan's rooms that be only a block from the bar. I be up here in Edmonton, take some course that the government offer on how to be a mechanic. Go to school usually at Wetaskiwin, about 10 mile from the reserve, but this here course I got to take not offered down there. Alan 3 persons be both bigger and taller than me, and I'm most 6 foot tall and don't have to be afraid of too many people. His arms be as big as the tops of my legs, and then he buy clothes that have to be the extra large size. He have kind of a fierce face with a big nose, not round, but long and sharp like the roof of a doghouse. His teeth be shiny and white, so hard he can open the caps of beer bottles with them. His being strong and handsome is, I suppose, why Janie like him. Don't know so much about her. Alan meet her in Edson or Hinton, towns close to the lumber camp where he used to work. She looked to me like maybe one of them white girls who get stuck on Indian guys, any Indian guy. She got fair skin and yellow hair, but that awful yellow, like the color they paint on fire engines, and it show black down close to her head. Okay, so dyed blonde. Her teeth be small, close together, and look like they've been filed down on something. I don't like to see her smile. Ooh. The next Monday, after my class, I go with Alan over to the Kellyman Temporary Employment Office. Kellyman? Okay. Once in a while, he get in a day unload cement bags or some other kind of railroad car. Today there ain't nothing doing at the employment office, but on the way back we meet up with Eli Gautier, a logger that I know a little bit, but Alan knows a lot. They're hiring over to the IWA hall, he says to Alan. Oh, I'm annoyed. Yeah? For where? Up Fort McMurray way, sorry. Brain. Up Fort McMurray way. Steady work until spring. Good wages, too. Nah, my old lady says she can't stand to be left alone. Hey, this here's a government logging camp, say Eli. Whole little town there. They got houses for married guys, and they take your word for it. No marriage license or nothing. I take Brenda, little child, with me. Well, Alan give a couple of little jumps, throw back his head, and breathe up at what sky he can see between the trolley wires. Let's go over to Union Hall, he say. By God, me and Janie both be able to get what we want. She's not going to want to go anyway, is she? Isn't it? That's what's going to happen. Okay. Alan signed up for work in the logging camp, which be what he want. Janie, I have to wait and see. She ain't home when we get back. The baby be asleep with a bottle. They just left the baby? What? Okay. On the table is a tin of canned milk and an empty beer bottle. The milk can got 2 tracks like yellow shoelaces run down all the way to the tabletop. Janie finally come back from have a beer with some friends. If I knew for sure you guys was back, I could have stayed, she say. I suppose you're mad at me for leaving the baby alone, she say to Alan. I am. I don't know about Alan. Oh gosh. I just thought of Alan from Barbie, and this is not the same Alan. Okay, sorry. Okay, not this time, he say, and quick tell her about his new job and how he don't have to leave her and Tommy, but can take them along. 1 bar and a 2-hole outhouse, say Janey, and make a pouty face as she light up a cigarette. I told you when we got married that I wanted to live in the city. I hate little towns and camps. ... Oh, the ... And boy, she go on about that for about 10 minutes. Okay, so it wasn't that she went quiet. It was the exact opposite. Okay. While she talking, Janey put right on over her jeans and sweater a pink-colored dressing gown, be so bright you have to blink your eyes. The babies made messes down the front of it, and it smelled bad clear across the room to where I am. Wednesday and Saturday, Janey have her hair up in pink rollers all day. At night, she put on a dress look like it made out of green leaves of some kind, silver high heels, take her cigarettes and go downstairs to dance. Alan hardly ever go with her 'cause he don't like for leave Tommy alone. Yeah. Janey almost pretty dress up like that, except that tight dress push her belly out too much. I don't know what the hell Alan see in her. I'd like to ask, but it ain't none of my business. I know love sometime make you see people not the way they really is, and for a while you do things you don't want to, just so it please them. This sounds like Silas is talking about being hurt after falling for someone, and the only person I know that he's referred to in a way that maybe he doesn't see them quite as they really are is Gooch. Just a callback, I'm just saying. It's probably not it. But okay. Alright, focus. Alan tried to talk soft on her, but she keep on be sulky. I feel bad for him 'cause he wants so much to share some of his happy with her. Yeah. Okay. He go and take his axe off the wall, swing it back and forth some. Be careful not to hit nothing. Why are you doing that? The forest, he say to me, and smile big. The forest, I guess he say. For all the noise she make, Janey don't say that she not going to go. Oh, so she is going, I guess. Tomorrow we go get some warm clothes for you and Tommy, Alan say, wetting his finger and testing the edge of his axe blade. You should go out, cut down a few parking meters just to practice up for the big trees, I say, and Alan and me have a good laugh. I gotta take Tommy to the clinic tomorrow, say Janey. I forgot the last 2 times I was supposed to go. Okay. Next day I meet Alan after class and we shop around for a while. Price hard hats and steel-toed boots. Alan, he cash his unemployment check and he buy for Janey a yellow, woolly sweater, be about the same color as her hair. On the way back to his place we stop for a beer and Alan be so happy that he buy up around for a couple of guys he don't even know. Janey's already back from the clinic and she got her chin up in the air and hardly even look at the present Alan brought her. I'm pregnant again, she say, blowing smoke across the table at Alan. Doctor says I shouldn't go out to the bush. I call bullshit, lady. Gotta stay close to the clinic. And she smile with them little short teeth of hers. Alan take that a lot better than I figured. Just give the baby a cigarette. That'll keep it healthy. Yeah, that'll babysit it when you leave. Also. Okay, anyway, sorry. Alan take that a lot better than I figured. He hang his axe back up on the wall, and then I walk with him over to the Union Hall where he get unsigned for the job. We walk slow back to his place. His shoulders be bent over some, and he walk like he carry something on his back. Outside the bar of the Hub Hotel, there be on the street by the door 2 Indian kids. Boy about 4 hold on to the hand of a girl about 2. Her little legs bow some the way the babies do. She got on just a light skirt and wool sweater. The boy has jeans and the same kind of sweater. They wait where they been told to, just walk back and forth on the packed snow. Look at them, Alan say. He stoop over and say something to them in Cree, but they don't understand. Look at them, he say again. It could... But he don't finish the sentence. He just kicked his boots hard at the snow on the sidewalk. Next morning, I on my way catch the bus to the tech school. It's some below zero. Cold fog hang in the air, and the snow crunch loud under my boots on the sidewalk. As I come up to the Dreamland dance hall, I see police cars and people stand around in a circle, blow out their breath like white flowers. Oh no, this is not going to be good. I don't like this. What kind of bad is this going to be? Police cars and people stand around in a circle, blow out their breath like white flowers. Then people raise up on their toes to make their necks longer. The police talk in low voices to some of the people. One is a guy with a gold tooth and a nose like a pump handle that I know owned the building. Crazy goddamn Indian, I hear him say. Look at my door, just look at my door. And sure enough, the door be all chopped to pieces. Big enough hole for people to step right in and out, but the doorknob still be there, and so is the hinges. Bugger went running right across Jasper Avenue there. Damn near got hit by a bus, somebody else say. Way he was running and waving that axe, he'd have chopped up the bus too if he got in his way. Last I seen him, he went legging it down into the river valley, say a man with thick glasses, and everybody look across the street and down to where the Saskatchewan River lay froze like a big white snake. Uh-oh. He went running towards the river like this? Wasn't even wearing a shirt? Oh no, okay. I hear someone say as I push my way into the building where the dirty stairs run straight up for about 50 feet. The door to Alan's room be chopped up the same as the one downstairs, and I can hear the baby, Tommy 3-persons, crying. Janie has hold the baby to her by one arm around his middle. She wear that bright pink dressing gown with fuzz long as porcupine quills. Her yellow-colored hair ain't been combed, and it hang around her head in ropes thick as battery cables. What happened, I ask. She shrug her shoulders some and nod her head to the door. It easy to see by her eyes that she don't understand none of what's happened to her. He was drinking his coffee. He just took that axe. The forest was all he said. Every time he brought the axe down, he said it. The end. Well, what kicked him off? But okay, wow. Seriously, what set him off? I don't understand that. But okay. I mean, wow. Let's do the next triggers. Just a little bit of chaos with this new guy there. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look like he hurt anybody. Just maybe himself. You don't know what was going on. Yeah, it was his kid. But like, I mean, there was nothing to say it wasn't his kid. I was thinking that maybe she wasn't pregnant, because I'm like, she just said that. She was making an excuse to not have to go, is what I think. But it also could have been that she really was pregnant. But like, wow, okay. All right, eat well, Cage. Sleep well. Yeah, I get it's triggers time, so we're gonna do that. But jeez, wow. It's bottle blow time. Thank you very much for that one. Oh no, wait. Not that. I'm clicking the wrong thing. There we go. I was low on air, so I'm a little nervous that this will take the air right out of me, but we're gonna do bottle blowing. Here we go. There was our bottle blow. Ah! Sky Dryad! Welcome back and welcome into the subscribed budable. Wow, Raven. Okay. Thank you for the subscription. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's an ad that's gonna try and happen. Okay, so I'm gonna Shield Hero Ownage. Oh, they gifted. Thank you, Shield Hero, for gifting. What the heck? Jeez. Okay, we're gonna drop our money frogs, and I'm gonna run a 30-second ad here. So here we go. Oh no, I'm not. A 30-second ad will happen when it decides to happen, because I didn't hit it in time. But let's drop some money frogs. What the heck? Shield Hero Ownage. Thank you. And now Sky Dryad has the subscription. So, huzzah. Thank you. Oh, that's so... Guys are all so nice to each other. Big yawn. Whoops. Oh my gosh. Okay. We've got 40 sub points now. Oh, there's the ad. There's the ad running. When we're ready, I'm gonna do keys, so I guess I can prep that. And I gotta fight every urge to say how I'm about to do keys the way I usually do. And, yeah, so here we go. Okay, and we should be out of the ads now, hopefully. With that, I'm gonna do keys. Ooh, and then glass jar tappies. Heck yeah. Okay. There we go. Glass jar tappies will be up next, Violet. But here is keys. Yep. That was our keys. I will now grab the jar. Well, it's a candle, but you know, you're hearing the taps on a glass. Anyway. I'm definitely not scooting an office chair over. Delay the movement of the bottle. Okay. Glass jar tappies. Oh, I should change the thing. I gotta change the thing. There we go. Glass jar tappy taps. Here we go. And there was our glass jar. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Eepy Raven. It will be very good when I get to eep soon enough. But you just know that the second I actually raid out, all my energy will be back. Because I'll be like, and now I need more food again. And I wanted to do this thing. And my brain is like, you know what? Actually, remember that thing you did when you were 7? And then how everybody looked at you like you were crazy? Yeah, that. Because brains. Anyway. I'm eepy now, that's what I'm saying, but I bet I won't be eepy by the time it comes time to be eepy. Here we go. I've got no more redeems for right now, so I think I'll just jump into the next story. What do y'all think? I think, yeah. I think let's. What is this one called? Ooh. You know what? I think it might be useful to do a quick explanation of what a wampum is for y'all. Let's go based off of... No, let's get the right wording from Wikipedia. Okay, well, just beads is not quite it. Strung together, worn as decoration, or used as money. You're incredibly vague and not very helpful, but I guess kinda. Yeah, okay. Used by North American Indians, made of cylindrical shells, strung or woven together, especially white shells. Yeah, typically white, that is important. Rather than the more valuable black or purple ones, they do exist. Informal money or wealth. Yeah. They are also going to symbolize treaties a lot. Yeah. Agreements and treaties is another important piece to them. But there you go. That's Wikipedia. I was hoping for a succinct singular and I didn't have to ad-lib version of that. But close enough. So, before we read Black Wampum, there's a little attempt at trying to be succinct at what it means, but it means a lot. Anyway, okay. Black Wampum. Billy Jawbone's gonna give away his baby girl, Frank Fencepost say as he come puffing down the hill to where a bunch of us... He's puffing down the hill? Is he rage puffing down the hill? Oh, but Billy Jawbone's gonna give a baby girl. Sorry. Okay, just surprised that they're using that. Okay. Down the hill to where a bunch of us raking and coiling hay. I got my shirt off. Ooh, shirtless Silas. I got my shirt off, and the sweat run into my eyes and down my neck, down my back. The air be so thick with red clover that the taste of it get right into my mouth. Nobody say anything right away to Frank. Right away, so Frank, keep on. I heard him say so myself just a few minutes ago down at the store at Hobama. Black Wampum, say Mad Etta. Etta is taking a rest. She's sitting down with her big legs straight out in front of her. Mad Etta be our medicine man on the Ermine Skin Reserve, and she work right along with us at haying. Black Wampum, that's what Billy said, say Frank. What's it mean? Silas can tell you, say Etta, and look over at me. I supposed to be Etta's assistant medicine man. She promised to learn me all the secrets of be a doctor. I read about a black wampum one time in White Man book, only they called it Forced adoption. Forced adoption. This is a big, difficult piece of history, and oh my gosh, okay. I try to explain, but I got clover seeds stick to the back of my neck and inside the waist of my jeans, and I do more scratch than talking until Mad Etta take over. When Indian tribes used to be at war with each other, sometime they catch prisoners. Instead of kill them, they give them to families that lost sons in the war. New family treats the prisoner like he was a relative, and the prisoner usually try to make himself fit in because he'd rather be that than dead. Etta's smile, her big smile, show where some teeth used to be in her face. So I guess she doesn't really have much teeth then. Okay. That'd be a pretty good idea, say Frank. Wonder why white men don't use that instead of having jails. I suppose he gonna give it to the wine mullers, I say. He didn't say, says Frank. But he say to tell Mad Etta that he don't want to see her tonight. He wants her to make arrangement for him. I'm a little confused about his baby girl. Why? What about it is forced if he's choosing who he's giving it to? I don't know what's going on. Okay. Frank say this to me, but Mad Etta sit right there and listen. Mad Etta look up at me and she grin as she wiped the sweat off her forehead. Silas, I just have a vision, she say. I dream that Frank Fencepost gonna come here and tell me Billy Jawbone want to see me tonight, and she laugh and laugh. I think this is gonna happen, based on what I've heard. Okay, Frank take himself a drink from the water bucket and pour a little over his head. He always been a little scared of Mad Etta since one time she throwed him right through the screen door of her cabin because he was making fun on something she was doing. That's what he gets. I suppose it make Billy feel better in himself to do that, but what about Mrs. Jawbone? I say to Mad Etta. You're getting smart, Silas. My guess is she be the one we have to worry about. While we are talking, Frank has chased away a few dogs that come sneak around the place where we got our sandwiches stashed. There we go. The land we are haying on used to belong to a family called Crowchild, who moved off the reserve a couple of years ago and left a half dozen or so dogs around the place. Never figured Billy Jawbone to be one to go back to the old ways, I say. Peoples do funny things to survive, say Etta. Not only peoples, she say, and point over to where Frank is wave a stick at the dogs. A couple of them is down on their bellies, ears flat and growling so I can see the pink of their lips rolled back from their teeth. Another couple of dogs are sort of slinking in the tall grass, making circles and coming in from the side. Them dogs been forced to go back to their wild ways to stay alive, say Etta. Indians sometime a lot like I'm gonna take it back. Indians sometime a lot like animals. We ain't been away from our wild ways for very long. Until about 3 weeks ago, Billy Jawbone was working up on a farm north of Wetaskiwin for a German family called Weinmuller. Just doing chores, chopping wood, and stuff like that. When one day he back at the John Deere tractor from the machine shed and run over the Weinmuller's baby. Oh my gosh. They say that the tractor wheel crushed him flat just like it been a doll he run over. The kid was named Wayne and only been a year or so old. He walked away when his mother turned her back for a minute. Oh my God, that is so awful. I seen the Weinmuller couple around town sometimes. They be heavy, onion-faced people, stocky as stooks. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. They're probably about 30, and this is their only baby. When people on the reserve hear about the accident happen, they borrow Louis Coyote's pickup truck and drive Gene Jawbone up to the RCMP office in Wetaskiwin to be with Billy. RCMP hang around the farm there all day, take pictures, make plaster prints of the tires, get Billy to tell his story a couple dozen times. Finally, the RCMP decide that it ain't Billy's fault at all. Not even gonna have an inquest, they say. If the RCMP don't blame the Indian in an accident, you gotta figure that he was at least 100% right. At least 100% right. Or more. I'm at Mad Etta's cabin that night when Billy come to see her. Billy lived all his life on the reserve. Like most of us guys, he worked at cut brush from the railroad right-of-ways in a lumber camp, or for farmers maybe. You sure you want to do this, Mad Etta say. Don't want to. I got to. Okay, so this is why he's doing that. This is why he thinks he has to. Billy is kind of tobacco-colored, thin, with deep-set eyes. He wear tight jeans, boots, a blue work shirt, and a black cowboy hat tied under his chin with a yellow string. What's Jean think? I ain't told her. You want me to? Yeah. First you see if Mr. Weinmuller will take the baby. Don't want Jean to know unless it's really going to happen. But I think Jean Jawbone got a pretty good idea already. She spent most every night for the last couple of weeks in the beer parlor of the Alice Hotel in Wetaskiwin. I give her a ride home one night when I seen her walking drunk down the highway. Jean ain't much to look at. She be short, got a flat face, and she never put no curl in her hair or wear lipstick or nothin'. She got a puffy belly, and she walked the funny way that pregnant ladies do, except she not pregnant. She only mumbles some the night I drove her home, but I never know her to be one to drink a whole lot, and she sure ain't happy drunk the way people supposed to get after a lot of beer. Police say you didn't do nothing wrong. How come you feel you gotta give them your baby? Mad Etta said to Billy. You weren't there to see what the baby looked like after. I ran over him. I can't imagine. Billy took a long drink of his beer. His Adam's apple run up and down his skinny neck when he swallow. Pushed right down flat into the ground, and there was blood bust out of him in almost every place in his body. You didn't mean to hurt him. In the old ways, if an Indian kills somebody, even by accident, the one who done the killing had to take the dead Indian's place with his family. I'd go myself, but what would Mr. Weinmuller want with a growed-up Indian? But I can't give Tammy to them. But I can give Tammy to them. Mad Etta shrugged her big buffalo shoulder. If you got your mind closed up on the idea, then Silas and me, we see what we can do. What church do they go to? We go and look up their medicine man. Priest, I imagine, but okay. I remember one time down at the tech school in Wetaskiwin, Mr. Nichols got to talking about this here Greek guy who walked around carrying a lantern and looking for an honest man. Honesty is relative, I hear Mr. Nichols say. Like a cousin or uncle? Frank Fencepost whispered loud into my ear. I punch Frank's arm and tell him to shut up, but by then I lost what it is that Mr. Nichols trying to say. I think maybe it is something about honesty is different things to different peoples. Basically, there you go. Seemed to me that a person can't get much more honest than Billy Jawbone, but when I tell Mad Etta about it and suggest that they should have sent that guy with a lantern out here to the Ermine Skin Reserve, she wrinkle up her nose and look at me like I'm 5 years old and naked. She just doesn't know it probably, or you're not telling it very well, I don't know. First thing next day, I get Frank and Rufus to help load Mad Etta into the back of Blind Louis Coyote's pickup truck, and we drive up to the Christ on the Cross Lutheran Church in Wetaskiwin. Etta and me go in. It'd be a new church, just built a couple of years ago. Smell inside like varnish and running shoes. The Reverend Bayer have a desk like I seen down to the Toronto Dominion Bank, half purple and half yellow, and the walls of his office be the same color and got hanging on them pictures drawed by little kids. When we tell him why we there, the Reverend Bayer scratch his head and say about 6 or 7 times that he never heard of such a thing. He get on the phone to the RCMP, ask if it legal for Billy to do that. All them RCMP guys will say that it don't appear to be illegal. I bet they running around their offices scratching their heads and saying they never heard of such a thing. The Reverend Bayer is kind of a soft-looking man. His shoulders be stooped some, I guess from stand and hold the Bible up in his hands for so much of the time. We take the Reverend in the pickup truck out to Weinmuller's farm. I bet they sure surprised to see their minister get out of a whole truck full of Indians. The Weinmullers stand beside each other in front of the house as Reverend Bayer explained that Billy Jawbone want to give them his little girl, Tammy, to take the place of the baby that he runned over. I can smell bread baking from inside the home. Reverend Bayer tried to get Weinmullers to say no to the idea. He explained that what Billy doing ain't recognized by law, so that any time he could come and take Tammy back, and they could do nothing legal about it. Weinmuller say at first that he don't think it is a good idea, but his wife got a hold of his arm with both hands, and I bet he have fingerprints for a week, she holding him so hard. Mrs. Weinmuller wear glasses so thick that I can't see but a blue blur for her eyes. How old is she? Mrs. Weinmuller asked in a real choked How old is she? Mrs. Weinmuller asked in a real choked voice. She got flour on her hands and arms and a streak of white on one cheek where she wiped a hand. 8 months, say Etta. Maybe God meant for us to have her, she say to her husband, and she look at Reverend Bayer like she dare him to say it ain't so. I can't have no more babies myself, she say, and wipe her face on her husband's sleeve. Weinmuller agree that they going to pray on it and let Reverend Bayer know that evening, but I can tell by the way they look that they going to say yes. You saying I'd break my word? Billy say to Reverend Bayer after the Reverend give him that speech about it being legal or not. We are sitting, Etta, Billy, the Reverend, and me, in the Gold Nugget Cafe in Wetaskiwin. No, I'm sure your intentions are good, but you are very overwrought emotionally. You might reconsider, or your wife could also take legal action without your permission. Tonight I have my wife sewing up the black wampum, say Billy. What I do be just as permanent as the Weinmuller kid be dead. How come you don't tell Weinmullers that it maybe kill Jean Jawbone if they take her baby away? I say to Mad Etta that night. You saw that they was gonna say yes, right? What good would it do to make them feel guilty, too? A snake and a buzzsaw wouldn't have stopped that woman from taking a baby offered to her. No, Jean Jawbone cried when Mad Etta finally get around to telling her, I want to do that no more service, but it would be loud and it would be emotionally draining. But she says no when Mad Etta finally get around to telling her what's going to happen. The wailing sound Jean make, I bet can be heard for half a mile. Why couldn't you tell me yourself, she screeched at Billy. But she don't wait for him to answer. I know something bad gonna happen. Then she turned to Etta and me. He ain't touched Tammy since the accident, and he keep tell about how his grandfather told him about this here black wampum stuff. The yelling waked up Tammy, the baby, and Jean picked her up from her bed. The baby yawned and rubbed her nose on her mama's shoulder. Damn you and your old ways, Jean yell at Billy and Etta and me. And she tell us to get out of her cabin before she get the shotgun after us. But Jean don't make no move to get the shotgun, so we don't make no motions of leaving. Etta started to talk a lot to try and calm Jean down some. Old ways aren't always better. I like to go to the Safeway store in Wetaskiwin and buy up 5 pounds of hamburger instead of have to go out and kill a buffalo for dinner, say Etta, and she stop and laugh. Another thing I'm glad is gone is the cutting. Old-time Indian women used to cut their arms and legs with sharp flint or a knife, when they were mourning for a dead relative. Some of them even used to cut off one joint from a finger every time a relative died. Government outlawed that back even before I was born. If that be in style now, I'd have nothing but a thumb left on each hand. How the hell would I ever roll me a cigarette? And she laughed and laughed, and her body seemed to move around inside her dress like a half-full sack of grain. It'd go on for a long time, and I listened close, but I sure don't understand how she do what she do. She let both Billy and Jean know that she understand how they feel, but she don't tell either one of them what they should or shouldn't do. She's a master. That's why she's medicine man. Word around the reserve kind of travel on the wind, and before long, most everyone know that Billy going to give away his baby come Saturday. Oh, hi, Vi. You cleaned your bathroom and you're organizing your cupboards because this is the time. Well, why not? That's lovely. We're reading a very tough story about one baby dead, one baby replaced for the dead one. W.P. Kinsella knows how to rip out our hearts. Whew. Okay. Yes. The Billy going to give away his baby Saturday. Most Indian people leave folks alone to solve their problems. They figure that they got enough. No, not exactly a horror. These are indigenous stories. They're fictional stories, but they're based on living on a reservation. And it's always stuff that either really pulls at your heart or makes you really think, or it's a big goofy laugh. They're well written short stories. I love them. Okay, but alright. Most Indian people leave folks alone to solve their problems. They figure that they got enough trouble of their own without butt into other people's. Then there is Bedelia Coyote, who I do know. She's a heck of a time. I like her fight for the feminisms, but she do butt her nose in, it's true. She play Helen Reddy records on her phonograph, get mail from feminist news service, and wear blue-tinted glasses. Hell yeah. She come down to see Jean Jawbone on Thursday night. Jean be sitting at the kitchen table sewing on the black wampum. Black wampum just be black beads sewed on a piece of buckskin that be fitted to the shoulders of the person who going to be adopted. It look about the same as the thing that priests wear over their shoulders. Guess the priests copied from the Indians, 'cause at least around here there been Indians a lot longer than a Catholic church. Yes, around there, it's true. Tomorrow we gonna take you up to Edmonton to see a white lawyer, say Bedelia. He put a stop quick to this dumb idea. Then she light into Billy, tell him when he start having babies all by himself, then he be able to decide what to do with them. We're only Indians, say Jean. Lawyers don't do nothing for Indians. The hell they don't, say Bedelia. You're giving away an Indian, and to white people at that. If you let him do it, your baby's gonna grow up white. Bedelia is so mad she is yelling loud. I fix things my own way, say Jean, and keep on sewing the black wampum. And she say it in a voice like she don't care one way or another. Bedelia keep yelling for most an hour, but it don't do no good. We stop the truck at the gate to Weinmuller's farm. The sun is hot and shines sharp off the windshield of the pickup truck, making my eyes squint when I look back down the lane. There be barbed wire fence along both sides of the road for about 100 yards, and then Weinmuller's house sit on the left. The wheat is blonde and ready for harvest. As we walk up the dusty road, we go in kind of an uneven line. Billy Jawbone wearing his beaded buckskin shirt, and with his hat down over his eyes, carries Tammy. She wearing a white flannel dress, and over her shoulder, like a bib fastened on both front and back, is the black wampum that her mother made. Tammy smile and coo and reach out her fat hands the way babies do, like she try to catch butterflies that ain't there. I hang back off to the left some. Then there is Jean Jawbone, who walk like maybe she been given some strong drug. She wearing jeans, running shoes, and a bright pink sweater that shrinks some and show an inch or two of her belly above her jeans. She slump along, kind of dazed, but her eyes are wild, and she ain't combed her hair today. Mad Etta puff along behind Jean. Etta's breath sound like a cow that just run across a field for a mile or so. Way behind are Frank and Rufus. We only need them to help load and unload Etta from the truck. They can't decide whether to stay or come along. Frank got in the pocket of his jean jacket a transistor radio, and we must be halfway up the lane before I can't hear it anymore. There's a little bit of hot breeze blowing our faces, and I can smell the leather of Billy's jacket mixed with the wheat smell. Up in front of the house, which be grayish colored, and got a broken TV antenna hang from the roof like the skeleton of a bird, stand the Weinmullers and the Reverend Bayer from the Christ on the Cross Lutheran Church. Weinmuller got his big arms folded across his bib overalls, and from this far away he looked bald because his hair be so light-colored. Mrs. Weinmuller, stocky as her husband, wear a dress the same color as the fat Plymouth Rock's hens that dust themselves in the dirt. From the angle I look at Billy Jawbone, it don't appear like he got any front to his face. It just look like the sides of his face come to an edge like an axe blade. His skin be stretched tight and golden over his cheekbones. The Reverend Bayer, black as a charred tree, stand with his neck bent forward and the Bible held tight in his hands. Billy is still about 20 yards from the Weinmullers when Jean let out a bird sound kind of cry, like maybe something inside her broke. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't think I can read the rest of this one. Okay. So Billy is about 20 yards from the Weinmullers when Jean let out a bird sound kind of cry, like maybe something inside her broke. She ran up to Billy's side and take from the sheath on his belt his hunting knife. I sure afraid for what she might do. Billy keep on walking like he don't even notice. Afraid for what she might do is right. The next paragraph, she does. She do this, her lips move like she sing or something, but no sound come out of her mouth. We all stopped our walk except Billy, who by now handed the baby to Mrs. Weinmuller and be on his way back. Reverend Bayer is read from the Bible, but his words don't carry this far. And I look over at Etta. She nod her head to me and make what could be the start of a smile. The end, with me chopping out exactly what Miss Jawbone gone done and did to herself. And I read lots of things. And while this is open-ended, I'm going to say I have to remove those ones. Yeah. I don't know why Etta smiles. Why the heck does Etta smile? and not the way I was expecting this to go. Honestly, I'm gonna say this. I hate to insult the man, especially as he's dead. W.P. Kinsella, you missed the mark. You went too dramatic at the end of this story. I like better when he is honest and more realistic in that you just live with these awful things, and things could go really, really bad, but he doesn't usually say it. And while this technically doesn't say what happens to her in the end, we know what she's done. And no one's responding? The Reverend is just talking in the Bible and they just took the baby from her, from him while she does this? Like, no. What? No. And Etta smiles, kind of. Like, I understand Etta is understanding that she's so overwhelmed with her feelings. Okay, I can see that, but not this. So, big yikers. I think he should have done something where she does some other kind of big response. I think that he could have had a really good moment where the women meet each other, and maybe the baby does change, maybe it doesn't, but the women is the way that the two of them look at each other would have been a more impactful moment, where the grief of one mother for the baby that's already gone meets the grief of the woman that's still got hope. It's like, please don't take him, don't take her, kind of moment. And I think he missed the mark. I think he could have really had a good hit with something like that instead. And I like that the reverend was like, legally they could get it back, but like a good reverend would have also been like, hey, as much as this is, revenge and balance kind of thing, how are you gonna feel the moment that you lost your kid? Are you're really just gonna pass that on to the woman despite this being an accident? Like, that's the kind of conversation that I would have expected to kind of be alluded to, but that's not what happened. Anybody else deeply ripped out of the world with that? Oh my gosh. This stream has been a roller coaster. We started with the most giggly ridiculousness, and this is how we end? My gosh. Yeah, let's do some scissor snips. Okay, Gary. Oh, wow. The next story is called Goose Moon. And I can't tell how long it's going to be. It looks like it might be kind of long. I don't know if it's short enough for me to go. Usually how serious stories work. Yeah, but these aren't always serious. And mostly. When they are serious, it's more like, yeah, then you crack the jokes. And then you gotta bring up the good questions, not just that, which I think, would go against Twitch service. So, like, I can't. Yeah, no, I think that was just aggressive. Is this an SCP story? Been lurking? Nope. This is W.P. Kinsella's. He likes to do the serious and then joke. And jokes scattered into the serious. And giant jokes were kind of serious and very thought-provoking. Not just... And, like, I felt like, okay, it's kind of a lazy thing in writing to jump just to the most dramatic thing. Don't accuse me of it when I do it, but to just jump straight to like, and then they did this. Like, it feels over the top, excessive, out of touch, not real, just dramatic. And like, he's been pretty good about things are heavy, but they're real. And that one was not. I didn't feel real. It felt It felt wrong. And maybe that could have been the most real story there is. Maybe that was almost exactly how a real life thing happened, but it feels like he just skipped over significant stuff. So, yeah, let's do scissors and humming. And then we'll have about 10 minutes probably still, and that's not quite enough for another story. So I think we'll do something else. I don't know. Scissors snips time. Wow. Kinsella. This is my first disappointed. This is my first time being disappointed with him. With how many stories we've read, that's pretty good. Numbers, that's pretty good. But yeah, okay. Scissor snips time. Here we go. There's our scissors. So there you go. Still need those breaths after that. Big breaths. Whew. Humming now, though. Let's do some humming. Okay. This feels very. I feel like I'm in the wrong key or something. Try again. Much better. right. Page flipping. Okay, I'm getting EP. It's working. It's working. It's working too well. It's working on me. Ah! Okay, page flipping. Okay. I'm gonna start with a little book, stiffer pages, and then a big fluffy book. Moving the mic just a bit now. Okay. Now is our one, and here is our second book. Go. And there was a big fluffy second book. Well, we just got a few minutes left. Sorry, I moved the mic. Now I can't hear myself. I think we're gonna wrap up. This has been a wild frickin' stream. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the handful of you that stuck around for the ending here. You're probably half of you asleep. Hee hee hee. I hope so. Anyway. Now I can hear myself a little bit. Oh, never mind. It's gone. Oh, there. Okay. Okay. Well, with this, I'm going to read out. Let's see who we will go. Like you said, it was a roller coaster. It was incredibly a roller coaster. I'm also tired from laughing so much earlier. Yeah, me too. I think we tired ourselves out quite well, didn't we? It was good. It was good. Let's see who's on right now. You know who we haven't gone over to? Let's go over here. Okay. This is just a little collection of us. Just a little. Oh gosh, there's a few people. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That's not how I wanna not sort by anything about them besides when I've been there. How about that? Oh gosh, dang. Okay. Well then, I'm gonna go to the other antlers person. How about that? And you'll see who it is. Let's get our read messages. Okay. Here's raid 1. Let's copy it if you've got the emotes. And if you don't, here's raid 2. Well, there's raid 2. So copy your message. And we're gonna read over. We're headed into a just chatting stream. It should still be chill and cozy and not loud and stuff. I think it'll be good, but it does look like it's memey and silly. So let's see how that go. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited. Thank you everybody that's joined me, everybody that's new, everybody that's returning. I really appreciate everybody here. I hope everybody eats well. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna do origami and WP Kinsella again. And hopefully we all get a good night's sleep after the roller coaster that today was. And I'm excited to see the Storytime clips and to never have to worry about the dark ending that this took suddenly. But alright. Oh, I hope everybody's cozy and eepy. I'm eepy. Okay, let's go. We raid to Ella. Away we go.